there's vegan pizza dough at Trader Joe's. She's great. I actually saw it the other day, but I was poor. Like, I had to wait till I got paid. And today I decided to make some calzones instead of pizza. And I've already made the first one, or it's in the oven right now. And we're currently waiting, or I was gonna shoot this next one, so you guys can see what I put in it. The first one I put like vegan cheese. It's one by BioLife. And then I also put, what did I put? Vegan cheese, and then chicken nuggets. and then like some herbs like parsley and a little bit of basil, and then a few poblano peppers. Except it's literally taking forever to cook. I cut that like dough in half and I'm making the next one. I don't have a roller, so what I'm using is actually a wine bottle. Thank you very much. And on the side, my brother's like cooking some pasta or whatever, so that's what's like cooking over here. Lower that down a little bit. Okay, so the other one's supposed to be ready. Let's check it out. No, like this has literally been in there for like a few minutes actually. But since it's vegan, like it should be fine. Like it looks kind of like that. I don't know, I'm not super excited. I guess we'll set another timer. I think that's been in there for like 30 minutes. Also, I love my OOTD. Like it literally looks super chic. And then you check out my shoes. I'm just wearing some socks, super cute. And then some sandals. Cuter, I know. Oh, this is like the bag that I, like not that anyone cares, like literally no one asked, but this is normally how I walk around with this bag. It's from Brandy Melville and I literally wear it like it's a mini purse or whatever. I'm gonna put some like bruschetta, vegan cheese. I'm gonna put like 2 meatballs or something, basil. This is what I'm rolling it out with. I thought I might use some of that, but I think I'm not. Mushrooms, some onion, of course. This is poblano peppers, leftover parsley. Like literally, I'm just trying to use the last of it. And then this is spinach. Hello. Not to be creepy or anything, but okay. This is the dough. Yeah, like that, whatever. And then we're rolling it out. Not that you could even see that, so sorry. It's pretty thick, honestly. So you kind of have to like roll it for a little bit. Maybe you're supposed to like roll it as a ball for like a while or something. I don't even know. But it didn't really say that in the ingredients. I mean, in the directions. So it said like to roll it, but not for how long. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I love how there's like plastic like in the way. Also, I've just been like super obsessed with poblano peppers and I put it on everything. I think I'm gonna name this this video like make pizza with me, even though we're not making pizza. First things first, oil. Literally rub that with your hand. This like disappears like super easily on these things, so honestly, as much as you can. Some of this. These take a while to cook, so honestly, you may or may not want to add that in there. And I guess I should have cut everything else. Oops. The rest of the onion, I already put some basil. Mushrooms for sure. And then the Gardein meatballs that I showed you is also what I'm adding in there. Or maybe it should all be on one side. Oops. And then for sure all of this cheese. Because like honestly, I really couldn't taste it in the other one. I do not know how I'm gonna make this work. The rest of the parsley for sure. And then we're gonna try to add some sauce. Some of the bruschetta. Oh my god. You think this will close? I literally don't think it will. So I'm gonna kind of work this dough. I am sweating. Just kidding. So it's like, it's literally like, it's high maintenance. You literally have to massage it, maybe give it a bath, tuck it in. Okay, so I think I got it. I think we're good. So now both sides have to have, oh, you know, fork. And then we're just gonna do like the edges or whatever. Literally, don't be afraid to add a shit ton of olive oil, because I swear to god I had to add more. Even after, and it's like it disappeared. It literally disappeared. I keep dropping it. Honestly, I made the first one. This is what it looks like. Look at how cute. See, the only thing about this one though is like honestly I could have added some salt. What? Is this a mukbang? Just kidding. Oh my god, all of this is like purebred. Like that's actually really beautiful. Perfect for the bruschetta. I literally went to a coffee shop and I started working on my art. I have decided that I could only work on my art like when I'm not at home, and obviously like when I'm not at work, because otherwise it's like I will not focus. There's that whole saying about how you should not do your work in bed because your bed is where you will, like your bed is where you rest. But like that's how I feel about my house. So it's done. I got like a tiny piece because I already ate half of one. They're pretty big, and this one is like stuffed. The cheese was like oozing out, and I guess this is mukbang. This is what I'll use to dip if there's any left dough. And like I know the knives and forks are disgusting because I literally cut open the other one, but okay, let's see what this one tastes like. This one doesn't really have much. This is basically just bread. Love her. Oh, also I have a little beverage. Let's see. So, this one has like a little bit more flavor than the other one because I added a few more things. I'm gonna cut another piece. I actually put, you can taste the basil, but I also put meatballs in this one. This one has a piece of the meatball. Oh, it already fucking fell off. Oops. I would say like it's good, but it's important to have like a sauce with it, because if you don't, it's kind of dry because the dough is so thick. Oops, the lights went out, sorry. This is my like little DIY setup. Oh my god, I have like a few other videos to edit, honestly. LOL. In one of them I was talking about what is it called? I said it's neurological pathways is basically something that I mentioned, and that's basically some like your body like tends to react immediately like to a situation. Most of the time, like you will react based on how you've always reacted, I guess, you know, obviously depending on the situation or whatever. But like, you know, if someone's like rude to you, if you're this type of person, like you're so used to, maybe you have a temper or whatever, you're so used to like replying back and like snapping or being witty. Or if you're the type of person that doesn't want to make a scene or whatever, like sometimes you just won't say anything at all. Basically, a neurological pathway is like creating a new habit, because us as humans, we are really habitual. I think that's the word. We tend to do things out of habit. So neural pathways is basically breaking that habit. And in some instances, like that could be good. Like example, like say you you know, you have someone that's rude to you and then you don't, like not replying back, well, one might save your job, like save you your job, or two, I think there's pros and cons to that actually, honestly, because it's like know your worth, but also it's like you can't obviously like so don't let someone walk all over you, but also it's like, well, how much can you really say, you know? It's like, where's the line? But yeah, neurological pathways is basically like just creating a new habit, seeing as it's like actually really hard to change, especially as a human being. It's like literally like try to think of like you forcing yourself to change like your music taste, and that like how hard that is. And it's like try to imagine like trying to change someone else, just like in general, to do anything, like, you know, in like relationships or like even friendships. You're like, oh, you know, over time like they'll realize that whatever they said, like it was kind of like harsh or whatever, but then later you learn like, oh fuck, you know, you can't actually just like, you can't teach someone how to love or how to be empathetic or whatever, especially how to love. Like that's a lot of things that I've been learning, honestly. But honestly, this is just like a chill talk with me. This is probably like already like 15 minutes long, dare I say. I really want to do videos where we go like thrifting, and I'll probably post some of that later. All in conclusion to say, like, what I've been doing personally is I kind of am in this like mind state where I'm just like, you know, sometimes you have to get in, like, you know, neurological pathways where you have to, you know, start new habits, I guess, because maybe you stop doing some of the things that you used to, you know, by choice, or maybe not by choice at all. And I did feel like I was kind of in sort of like a rut, and it's just like, I think another big thing is like people feel like they want to have friends and stuff, or like they want to try new things, but even like have friends, make new friends or whatever, and like finding friends as an adult is actually really hard. And of course, because, you know, when you're in school, you know, you see the same, you become familiar with like the people around you, and you create bonds out of familiarity. And that's something that we tend to do as humans as well. But, you know, you get older and it's just like you get into the real world, and it's just like not everyone's your age, not everyone is in the same interest or whatever. It's so difficult. That's something that definitely adults never talked about, or I feel like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't fucking pay attention, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is the people that you surround yourself with are essentially going to be an average of you. And since I've canceled a lot of my friends like recently, and just like a lot of the habits that I was doing before, it's like, why? What am I doing? I'm like wasting my life away. And I feel like part of that is like capitalism. It's like I feel like I already have to have everything, like I already have to know what I want to do with my life, and I'm 22, and it's just like, and like to an extent it's like, oh, you're so young, but also it's like everyone else is doing other things, so it's like you feel like kind of confused, again, because capitalism. But that's kind of where I'm at in life. And what I've started to do is like really think of like, what would my 11-year-old self want to do? Cooking is like, when I'm happy, I will cook. You know I'm happy because I'm cooking. Even if it turns out like shit, it's like experimenting and it's always fun. Like really think of like what a fun day would be for an 11-year-old. And I know a lot of it for me is creativity, and I'm really trying to like think back as like to what that version of myself would like to do. But one thing is like getting in an area where you're unfamiliar with, somewhere where you're not as comfortable, especially since like I moved to like a bigger city. Sometimes it's easy to, and I think this is something else that people don't talk about, is like you can kind of get used to it, and you're kind of like, well, or even after you move, you're just like, well, where do I make friends, you know, because it's just like you're an adult, things aren't set up, you know, the same way for you as they were in school. And like at first you don't maybe realize that the first 2, maybe 3 years, but like the 4th year, the 5th year, you're just kind of like, huh, you know. I mean, it took me like 5 years to be like, oh wait, I guess this isn't, you know, like I guess I am like the only person that I speak to. Okay, that sounded emo. But like as in like I guess I am not hanging around with a lot of people my age. All this to say, like this emo ass hour, when you move into a bigger city or whatever, say you get used to your surroundings and you're just like, I haven't made any friends, you know, a good idea is to become unfamiliar, so you could almost like put yourself out there. And then also like, you know, if you're looking for like a specific type of friend, like maybe go join things that are, you know, like say you're looking for like an artsy friend, like go to a coffee shop, go to a whatever, or like maybe you're trying to find someone that's obsessed with coffee, like pull up to a coffee shop or whatever. But basically surround yourself in like that same, like where you think that the ideal person would be or hang out. And a lot of the times, like after a while, some new areas can become like intimidating. My cats are literally running around, sorry. And if you feel like, oh shit, like I don't think I got this because I'm like, I don't know, anxiety or whatever, remind yourself that you moved out here for a reason, you know what I mean? Like as in like, no, I do got this. That's why I moved out here, because I wanted, you know, this unfamiliarity and, you know, to meet new people. I kind of honestly rambled, but that's like, I guess like what mukbangs are, low-key. And I guess since I have like no friends, I'm like kind of lying when I say that, honestly. Like I feel like I sound so emo, but like, you know how like a lot of YouTubers like literally had no friends, and they're like, yeah, so like everyone bullied me at school, so I would make videos, and all of a sudden I turned into this like YouTuber, and I'm like the first generation YouTuber to ever exist, and like I'm making a lot of money. Could that be me? I guess since I don't really have that many people to talk to. It's like, where does my energy go? Onto the internet. And I really like, I love fashion. There's like fashion week going on. I'm like rambling here, so it's like you can sign off if you want. I love fashion, and like honestly, I really want that to be like something else that I extend my channel to be. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you try this and take some of the advice. I probably will like leave like a few tips on the description box on how to make this taste better, but honestly it wasn't bad. Like, it's kind of fun. It really didn't take forever. You just like, the longest part was just like waiting for it. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you later.